Rahim. Let's look at this problem. The beam is to be hosted using two chains. So there's two chains, this chain and the chain. If the resultant force is to be 160, so the resultant force is 160 Newton directed along the positive y. So the resultant is directed along the positive y axis. Determine the magnitude of force A, magnitude of force B, acting on each chain, and the angle theta. So you want to find this theta of FB, so that the magnitude of FB is minimum. This is a condition. FB is minimum. What is this condition, FB is minimum? FB minimum requires that the angle between the FA and FB 90 degrees. So this should be 90 degrees, okay? So if this is, the alpha here is 14 degrees, this is going to be 90 minus 14 degrees, okay? This is to make FB as minimum as possible. FA acts as an alpha 14 from the y-axis as shown. So let's clean up. Okay, so this is 14 degrees. I did not clean this. And this has to be 90 minus 14. So it has to be 90 degrees. 90 minus 14, and that is, here this is 76 degrees. Okay, so let's draw our parallelogram theory method and try to find out the numbers later on. So the angle theta, is that one of the needed problem? So maybe it's theta here. Theta is 76 degrees. So theta is 76 degrees. Okay, let's do the parallelogram theory. If you have the force A going like this, and this is the y-axis, FA, the angle is 14 degrees. And if you take the FB, put it the tail on the head, okay, FB. Remember, FB and FA is 90, and then you're going to take the resultant that is from this point. Let's just call this resultant. This is 40 degrees. And this is from the resultant, and you can see that the resultant is on the y-axis, so this is going to be 76 degrees. That has to be 90 degrees. Okay, 76 plus 14 plus 90 has to be all equal to 180. Well, again, in order for FB to be minimum, by default, the angle between FA and FB has to be 90 degrees. That is by default. This is a requirement. Okay, so the resultant force, he said it's 160, so this is 160 Newton. Okay, so 160 Newton, and you have 76 degrees, you have 90 degrees. So you could apply the law of sines. Law of sines. Okay, 160 over sine 90 equal 160 over sine 90, and this is FA and this is FB. FA over sine 76, FB over sine 14. Okay, let's do this sine 90 sine, that's one. So this is 160. So FA is equal sine 76 times 160. So FA is 155.2 38.2, and that is in Newton. FB 160 times sine 14, and that's 38.7. 38.7 Newton. So this is, I think, 155.2 and 38.7. And I think the other one, he needs the angle. The angle will be, of course, theta, 76 degrees. I think that's what's the last answer here. And this question is really easy, really easy. Okay?